Bots in crypto. This is something you gotta see because we always talk about it, but now we got some confirmation. We're also going to talk XRP price along with the big announcement. Yeah, that's in air quotes from the Paraguayan president. Inflation expectations have gone down. That's good for us. Price action.
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Oh, do I got a video for you today? And look at the movement of XRP up on the screen. I seriously think this might be one of the wildest ones yet. But before we get into it, you know the deal. Your comments come first. Why? Because you, the viewer, matter most. I sincerely mean that. That's why I put your comments at the beginning of the video. I'm sure some people click through it. I'm sure some people fast forward through it. I'm sure some people don't like it. Well, guess what? You matter most. That's why you take front seat. Martin Burrell says, question, how do we really know that there's only 21 million BTC coins in circulation, minus the 1.1 Satoshi has in his wallets, and add all the BTC, we're not mining it? How do we know we're not getting scammed? Happy Monday, and dropping support on the channel. Well, thank you for the support. I'm going to zoom out and actually make this bigger. How do we know that Bitcoin is going to be it? I mean, think about it. Okay, let's look at this as like a real estate, okay? Lakefront, oceanfront real estate, right? Once all the oceanfront or lakefront real estate is gobbled up, where do investors go next? They go to the next street back, right? So once all the BTC is gobbled up, where are players going to go? They're going to go somewhere else. Gold has gotten crazy high for a while now. Where are players rotating their money? They're rotating into silver. You're starting to see silver pick up. When the Russell 2000 starts roaring, why is that? That's because blue chip stocks and all the other stocks out there are expensive and they don't have the value to them, so people rotate into other things. In terms of how do we know that there's only 21 million BTC out there, look, we got to put a lot of faith in coding. We got to put a lot of faith in stuff that's honestly above our knowledge base. I mean, are any of you out there like hardcore coders that can fully understand this stuff? What about the quantum computing thing? Yeah, seriously, some of this stuff you just got to put your faith in tech and it's scary. But then again, like I said, zoom out. There's always going to be something new, right? So once BTC is mined out, it's like, what's next? And I think for me, that's the biggest one that I fear about, the what's next, because there's always a what's next, right? Shad Wecknick, hopefully I said that right, says, Estados Unidos. Oh, United States, Estados Unidos. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to save this one because it's going to help me out with my pronunciation. Daniel Madero says, this is the only channel I come to for daily updates. Thank you, and choo-choo. Thank you all. Bitcoin sit at 108,770. ETH is 2583. XRP at 230. We're going to talk price action. Why? Because we're at least at the 230 mark. Volume, decent, but what do we need? Trump and China. But first, let's get into the wacky and wild shit. All right, you ready for it? I'm gonna have wacky and wild. In the middle, I'm gonna put some normal news. Then we're gonna go wacky and wild, and then we're gonna go price. You cool with that? All right, awesome. Happy Monday, by the way, everyone. Nearly 90% of top pump.fund traders might be AI trading bots. No kidding, no shit, Sherlock. I'm pretty sure we think that crypto itself is filled with bots. According to new independent research, the overwhelming majority of top traders on Pump.fund and PumpSwap are AI trading bots. 93 out of the 100 highest accounts are active for more than 18 hours a day. Yo, it's snowing wherever they are. Even with the nearly 800 non-bot accounts trading for more than 10 million each, bots make up the overwhelming majority of activity. For real, I think we could agree that bots make up the overall majority of activity in crypto, period. Think, when BTC goes down, every other crypto at the same moment goes down with it. There's no way in hell everyone across the globe is like, yo, let's go on our apps and sell at the same time. No way. It's ruled by freaking bots, everyone. Let's keep learning. Pump.fund, the famous meme coin launchpad, has been making a lot of headlines lately. Why? Well, guess what? Because there's lots of money flowing into it. The reality, though, as we've learned, is most people are losing money on that. Specifically, Adam, and this is the person who did the analysis on this, considered any Pump.fund trader active for more than 18 hours a day to be a bot. He claimed filtering these results was difficult, as some top human traders average 16 hours a day. That makes sense because you need to sleep. And yes, I understand the whole concept of nose candy, But for real, if you're trading 18, 20 hours a day every day, you're a bot, dude. One specific account traded more than $100 million on pump.fun. Yo, that's nuts, man. The reality is this. The market is filled with bots, algo trading, BS like that. That's why everything all crashes at the same time. That's why, like, when you look at, like, the charts and stuff, they all look the same. They don't work in sectors. And zoom out a little, all right? Meme is very different than utility, which is very different than store of value. Yet, when we get bad news, they all react the same. That's kind of mess up, I say. All right, now on to, like, the normal everyday-ish news. Inflation expectations declined across all horizons, the New York Fed. That's good, because we're expecting prices to come down. That means the consumer is sensing some sort of relief. Consumers' expectations for future price pressures improved across all horizons in May, and household pessimism about the labor market eased as well. Oh, okay, that's good. Median expectations for inflation for 1, 3, and 5 years ahead all decreased in May. Here's that chart, and it's all linked in the description below. Essentially, what's happening is people out there, me and you, are like, yo, prices, we believe, are coming down. We're seeing a little bit of softening of prices. Boy, do we wish they would go down even further. But we don't feel as if the future is as bad. Why is that important? Because if the retail trader out there is like, yo, inflation isn't going to bend me over, what do they have more money for? Crypto. Yes. Estados Unidos. Estados Unidos. Thank you so much for that. I thought I would share that with you. Okay, now let's get back to wacky and wild. Paraguayan president's X account, Twitter, hacked, shares a Bitcoin scam. Yo, you can't make this shit up. What were to happen if Trump were to post something about Bitcoin XRP being legal tender? Oh, shit, dude, that already happened and it hasn't come true. This is what happened. Santiago Peña had this tweet. Official, Paraguay makes Bitcoin legal tender. President Peña confirms 5 million BTC reserve plus bond access. The funny thing is, this was a scam. It was all bullshit. The worst part about this, okay? Worst part about this is, could you imagine if a president said something like this? People are going to believe it. Big officials are going to believe it. Remember when the SEC site got hacked with BTC? Yeah. This stuff is rampant, the hacks and schemes across crypto and across Twitter. So not only now is it 90% bot action, now we've got even more players out there getting hacked with BTC scams. Just be careful out there. It's just the hard part is like presidents and leaders of countries, like, you kind of want to, like, trust their tweets. Not like trust what they say, because I think, like, every politician's a fucking scumbag and you don't want to trust politicians. But I think it's something where it's like if they post something, you want to believe that that's actually them and not like a scammer that hacked their account. But I got to be honest with you, Trump did say XRP Solaneta, BTC ETH strategic reserve. Guess what? Nothing burger. And you know what? We're June 9th right now. Still nothing burger. Overall in the crypto market, volume is coming back, everyone, at 31% over the last 24 hours to 110 billion. So the exchanges are making money. I always highlight that because remember, exchanges make money on volume, whether the price goes up or down. Altcoin season still soft with 28 out of 100. Yeah, we've had some outflows here as of late, but when you zoom out, you can see the majority of it has been inflows. Specifically, XRP has had a wild and wacky 24 hours, going from 222 past 230, but couldn't hold it. Let's zoom into those candlesticks and see what's happening right now. We're going to go to the 15-minute variant. This is what I was talking about earlier. We broke the 230. We got to a high of 231.37, but we've since pushed down to right around that 230 mark. It's frustrating, and I get it, and that's why I brought up the story with the bots on Pump.fun. Because if 90% of the traders on Pump.fun are bots, could we then extrapolate that 90% of the action in crypto is done by bots? I mean, the reality is here. Y'all want to have some fun? Let's have some fun. Okay. So, this is the XRP chart for the day. Let's do this. Let's pick Stellar. Okay, look. Go to Stellar's chart for the day. Oh my, dude, those look so familiar. Where their valleys were here and their peaks were here. Holy crap, they do. They all look the same. It's kind of gross, isn't it? So you're seeing that action play out. But with XRP right now, we're still in the friend zone. Volume's at 2.7 billion. Choo choo what? Well, wait, we're not even at the outro yet. So does the bot thing surprise you? No, it probably doesn't. Why? Because guess what? We see bots all over the damn place in crypto. It's frustrating because I see it in the comments, and trust me, I feel your frustration too. Because all of a sudden, BTC does this, then everything else does this. All within seconds of each other. It's almost like if some magical miracle out there, people all of a sudden go, oh, I got the alert, I'm going to sell too. And we're like, no, that's not how it works. But yet that's what happens. And the majority of people in the comments are like, yo, who's selling anyways? And the reality is think, you've got all those activities. You go on like Coinbase and stuff where they're like, oh, 70% of people are buying. Well, then why is the price the way it is? Think of the Sailor, BTC, Metaplanet, Riot, Mara. They're all buying billions, billions, billions of BTC, but then all of a sudden, poop sandwich, right? So does the buying really matter, or is it the bots and algos and the market makers that are making the action move here? So you got that wild thing. Then you got the consumer expectations, which is a good thing, because the consumer expectations are like, yo, inflation is going down. That means maybe in the future the retail market could come back in crypto. That would be good. What about, though, the Presidente getting hacked? That's right. I mean, let's be real here. A lot of people go to Twitter and they're like, yo, some of our leaders share something. We believe that it's actually from them. So all of a sudden the Paraguayan president is like, yo, BTC Strategic Reserve, done. You want to get your piece of the pie? Click on this link. And people are like, oh, wait a minute. So our president now got hacked? Like, yeah, this is crazy. So just be very careful out there because you never know. You might be promised a little XRP, Sol and ADA Strategic Reserve, and it might not happen because, God, that was promised how many months ago and we're still waiting for it. Overpromising and under-delivering? Yeah, that's probably what's happening right now. There you go. News on a Monday. Lots happening the rest of this week. So choo-choo what? Well, you know the deal, everyone. Choo-choo biznachos. Oh, and choo-choo biznach Oz for the female. And choo-choo biz blue-haired giraffes.